Looming above your home planet is the vast hulk of the starship Vander Vecken. Aboard, the crazed scientist Cyrus is planning to unleash a gruesome experiment upon your world, which will destroy all life as it is known. You are an assassin, and your mission is to stop him before it's too late. 2 dice, a pencil, and an eraser are all you need to make your journey. You decide which way to go, which dangers to risk, and which monsters to fight. Welcome to Space Assassin, another fighting fantasy book that's now going to be a video. We've done 2 more of these book adventure things on this channel, and I've had great fun doing the other 2. The second one was much better because it was more polished. The first one I didn't really know what I was doing. I knew what I was doing with the books, but trying to get it to work as a video is very difficult. There's so many things going on. There's the camera there, there's the camera here, microphone, adventure sheet, all of that stuff. There's a lot going on. It's quite messy. Hopefully everything works, because I could test it 1,000,001 times and I keep checking over everything, making sure everything's recording. It doesn't matter. The only way to check, see if it works, is to stop it and look. It's pointless. Anyway, enough of that crap. That's my problem. I'm looking forward to this one today because unlike the other 2 we have done, this one is not a fantasy scene with swords and magic. This is outer space. Sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I'm a big fan of like the alien films, you know, the xenomorphs. I love all of that. I've listened to so many audiobooks. I genuinely don't know how many. Over a dozen, though, if you can believe that. Yes, there are well over a dozen audiobooks on alien stories. I'm really looking forward to doing this one because of the sci-fi theme, and also I am fulfilling a request. Zobster recently did me a huge favour, and this is my way of saying thanks, because he requested that I do this book next for the Fight and Fantasy series we're working on, because I knew I wanted to do another book, but I didn't know what one. And he wanted this one, didn't own it, went out of my way to get it, and lucked out and got first edition, but it's not in good nick. In fact, like, the first page, as you might not see, is torn out. It's gone. This is not page 1. I don't know what page this is, because this is missing at least 1 page. That is a shame. But look at that. At one point in its life, it went for 20p. 20p. I paid a little bit more than that, let me tell you. But whatever. So I've had a quick little run through to learn the rules of this one, because like last time, the rules are bloody different. The one rule everyone seemed to pick up on last time was, why didn't you, what was it? Why didn't I try and heal up in mid-battle? The reason why I didn't do that is in other fighting fantasy books I played in my free time, you know, not video-wise, but free time, I had encountered the rule that says no healing during battle. And there were so many things to remember with that last one, Warlock of Firetop Mountain, that I couldn't remember if I had read that rule or not. It was one of the things that was a bit vague in the rules, because there's so many rules to these books, sometimes you miss things, or you forget stuff. So all I can do is try my best. Like, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, the biggest thing that bugged me at the time was gold, but also that thing about healing. If it says we can heal in mid-battle on this one, we will. If not, that's that. If it doesn't say anything about it, I'm going to assume that I can't. So anyway, we're going to get into the rules, because first we have to fill out this adventure sheet. So this is going to be fun. We're going to go through the book together and see what we can do. So the first one we're going to do is skill, which is like your attack, basically. So roll 1 dice, add 6. So don't need both of them dice here, only need 1. I suppose you'll hold that page down for me, will you? No? You know what will? Famicom cart. It was handy, it was there. Give me a break. So I need... roll anything and add 6, and that will be our skill. Come on. Come on. Just, come on. Give us some high numbers. We ain't been that lucky doing these things. 5. 5! 5! That's a high number! I'm allowed to be excited because of all the bad luck I've had with these things. So add 6, 11. And yes, I'm doing it with Windows Paint. And if you hear me moan about that at any point through this video, it's because the other day my mouse for my computer broke. So I bought this new one, this wireless thing. Absolute piece of crap. It does my nutting every so often. It just stops moving. You're there trying to get it to work. So now I'm using this spare mouse that I found in a cupboard, which works, but it feels really F. So if you hear any complaining, that's why they are. That's explained. Skills done. Stay on topic, Tom. Stamina. Roll 2 dice, add 12. This is my health. This is very important and very determining on how far we'll get in this damn book. Roll 2 dice. 8. I don't know if you'd call that good or bad, really. I suppose it's good. Okay. So 20. Oh, I promised myself I'd have a calculator going this time, and I don't. Whoops. I promised myself that last time, and I don't. What an idiot. Right, now for luck, this is the last one. It is what it says on the tin. It's luck. Roll 1 dice, add 6, so it's the same as the last one. Okay. You know what, I'm going to go with you as my dice. Be lucky. 3. It's the mid-range, isn't it? Okay. 7, 8, 9. There's 9. 9. Our luck is 9. Funny looking 9. There you are. That's it so far. Put you there. Now, one of the new things about this book, you'll hear me call it a game every so often, because to me it is a game. Armor. This is a weird one. This is going to be one of the new rules we're going to have to learn. It's going to be a little weird. Being a high-technology assassin, you were equipped with the latest in protective equipment. This being a sensomatic armoured pressure suit, which may absorb damage from blasters, grenades, or similar weapons. To determine the strength of your armour, roll 1 dice and add 6 to the result, and enter the total under the appropriate section on your adventure sheet. Adventure sheet does indeed. I made sure that the one I have there for the computer is for this book, not the same one as last time, because armor I don't think exists in the other one. Well, Energizer tablet certainly doesn't. What the hell is that? I guess we'll find out. I'm so paranoid about all recording stuff. I hate life. Right. Determine the strength of your armor. Roll 1 dice, add 6. Okay. Oh, you son of a... 9. Our armor is 9. Could be better, could be worse. My 9s look so special. Don't they just? Whenever you engage in a gunfire duel with an opponent and receive a hit, roll 2 dice. If the result is equal to or less than your current armor score, then your opponent's shot has not penetrated your armor, thus does not wound you. If the result exceeds your current armor score, then your opponent's shot penetrates your armor and wounds you. Okay. Each time you roll 2 dice to determine if opponent's shot has penetrated your armor, reduce your armor score by 1 point. So whether you get hurt or not, the armor will go down every time they get hit in. So it's got at least 9 chances, I guess is what it's saying. Selecting weapons. It's not a case of giving a sword, a tunic, a shield, and all that pony. Selecting weapons. Okay. Roll 1 dice. This represents how many points you have to spend on weapons. Sugar. To gain additional armor points. Oh, I can buy more armor points. Ooh. Okay. Use my Famicom card there again, because this book just wants to fling shut for some reason. Right. Double check that. Roll 1 dice. This represents how many points. There's no adding. It is what it is. Ah, shit. I've been getting freeze a lot, haven't I? Does this only have freeze on it? No. But you would think it. So I've got 3 points. So I could get this assault blaster thing, but then that's everything I have. I don't think that's smart. I think I have to have a weapon. I think it says it down here. I have to have a weapon, so I have to get the electric lash. Item equipment. I've got to try and write that. There. Oh, bugger it. Lash. It's so readable, isn't it? It's so readable. It's great. What do I do with the rest? I could get a grenade. Maybe that's a good idea. We'll get one grenade. There isn't a thing for grenades, no, there isn't. Oh wait, shoot, there is. Fuck it, I've written the wrong thing. There's weapons. Give me a minute. Okay, here's what we've done. So I've spent the 3 points we had on an electric lash, one grenade, one bloody grenade, and the armor, half per additional point. So as soon as we had 1 point left, I've now added 2, as you can see, to the armor, which is now 11 instead of the 9. So I think that's that for that stuff. Everything else is about how to do battle, which I will just refresh myself with as the time comes. But here it says, like, the electric lash, for example. A small handgun. It's a handgun? In my mind, it was a whip. Okay, I'm thinking it sounds like the Ferengi have, you know. Electric lash. A small handgun which projects an electric pulse, inflicting 2 points of damage on your opponent's stamina. That's handy. Not even going to look at the assault blaster. Grenade, an area effect weapon which will cause various amounts of damage on all your opponents in the blast area. Yeah, I'm glad I got one. The amount of damage is determined by rolling 1 dice for each target and deducting the results. We'll have to come back to this page sometimes, because this is too much to remember. Then there's hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back to this page. I wish I had bookmarks. Shit. I don't. Simple as. Right. And there's gunfire. When it comes to a battle, I'm going to refresh. And I won't record that, of course. So, let's get down. Recovering stamina. Here's how to recover health. This is all it says. If you become involved in any gun battles or other combat, you will almost certainly lose some stamina points. These may be recovered by taking Energizer tablets. Each tablet will restore 5 points to your stamina, and can be taken at any time. You begin the adventure with 4. I begin with 4. Big fat 4. Okay. Note that there is a section for the adventure sheet for keeping a record of the number of energized tabs you have left. Your stamina score can never be made to exceed its initial level. Okay, I can take these at any time. That's what it says. So that to me means that I can use in battle. Okay. Carrying equipment. During the course of your adventure, you are likely to come across certain items which you may wish to take with you. The maximum number of items, not including weapons, that you can carry... 5. You can carry 5 items. I might write a little note of that. 5 items. Only. If you can hear the clicking of that mouse, I can't help it. It's the cheap spare one compared to that wireless piece of crap. I got wireless because I thought, hey, way of the future. Way of the arse. Doesn't bloody work. Right, here we are. Now we've got all of that set. The story begins. Will we last 5 minutes? Or will it be like last time and I just sweat my brains out in front of these poxy studio lights? God, I love being a YouTuber. You ready? Here we go. Mission briefing. For some time, Cyrus, the tyrannical ruling scientist of Odd, your local sector, has been harassing your home planet with his warped minions, destructive robots, and evil creatures almost certainly of mutant origin. His most usual crime has been to descend upon your planet and kidnap innocent victims upon whom, it is reputed, he practices his malign experiments and surgery. In any event, his victims are never seen again. Now, however, word has been received that he intends to use your entire world for one gruesome biological experiment, in which he will cover the surface of the planet with radioactive isotopes while showering deadly viruses upon all living creatures. The time has obviously come to stop him. To this end, the authorities have appealed to the Planetary Assassins Guild, which has selected you to penetrate into Cyrus's huge starship the Vander Vecken. Capture him and bring him to justice. So armed with the latest and deadliest weapons, trained in 27 different forms of alien and human martial arts, protected by the best in sensomatic armored pressure suits, you set off, searching for the Vander Vecken. Throughout the local star systems, and eventually catching up with it in a relatively isolated system some light years from your homeworld. It seems to be in the process of refueling and taking on supplies. You decide that your best bet is to smuggle yourself on board the ship's shuttle, and let that take you to the Vander Vecken. It's one hell of an intro, but I gotta say, that's gonna be a sod doing that accent the whole time. I can't do it. Well, I could, but I reckon I'd be slipping up a lot. Let's go the way I did it last time. Let's just have fun with this. Every so often, I'll put the book down to show you some of the pictures like this one. This is the first bit, because beforehand was just prologue. This is it. I'm a little nervous about ballsing it up, and I'm still looking at recordings everywhere because I'm just that good. Oh, to be a YouTuber. Oh, and guess what? As last time, no alcohol. Water. Hooray. You travel from the planet's surface to dock with the main ship. As the shuttle approaches the enormous spacecraft, you clamber into an emergency escape airlock and await the sounds of contact. You check your spacesuit and weapons, then rest your hand upon the door release. Its hair trigger mechanism ready to snap down and hurl you into the void. In your headset, you can hear the ship's computer counting off the second until contact. When it reaches 0, you pull the door release and fly out low over the Vander Vecken's silver hull, while behind you the shuttle rests like a tiny dart beside the bloated void of its mother ship. As you skim a few meters over the hull, you notice a small iris airlock, your target, ahead of you, protruding slightly like a black disc. Throwing out a magnetic clamp, you bring yourself to a halt, floating lazily over the airlock, your shadow cast starkly in front of you. After a few deft moments on the airlock mechanism, the iris dilates. You step inside, seal the entrance, and fill the airlock with air. You are in the Vander Vecken. Stepping out of the airlock, you find yourself at the end of a short corridor, which is blocked in front by an impassable security door. Each wall has a small maintenance hatch, across which the legend, "Caution," is boldly stenciled. On the steel floor by the security door is a small piece of what seems to be organic refuse. If you have a gravity bomb, you could use it to blast your way through. Otherwise, you could examine the left or right maintenance hatch, or take a look through the pile of refuse. So I can either try and kick the door down, essentially, do the maintenance hatch, or take a look through the pile of refuse. The pile of refuse, on closer examination, turns out to be the body of a tiny, hunchbacked alien critter. Rags that were once clothes wrap its skin, and its 6 bony limbs lie tangled beneath it. A trail of blood indicates that it must have crawled out of the right-hand maintenance hatch. Rolling the creature over, you notice that it has an electronic device clasped in one hand. Its finger is on the button, and bright wires lead up the arm and disappear into the remnants of a sleeve. Will you remove this device from the body, or leave it? Well, I'm going to keep it. Wouldn't it suck if it was explosive? 141. The device is a small black square with a large red button set into it. The wires leading from it attached to a portable power source. Nothing happens when you press the button. And as you can see several other places where some other widget is meant to plug in, you deduce that the device is incomplete. You put it in your pack. Leaving the alien, will you examine the left maintenance hatch or the right maintenance hatch? Well, I'm obviously going to turn left because Rat Boy came from the right, didn't he? I'm going left. After some difficulty, you manage to open the hatch, which, due to an oversight on some technician's part, falls off and drags a large mass of high-voltage wiring with it. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 278. If you are unlucky, turn to 93. Right, testing luck. I'm double checking that. On occasion, you will be called upon to test your luck. When this occurs, roll 2 dice. If the result is equal or less than your current luck score, then you have been lucky. So I need to get less than 9. Well, 9 or less. Is it rolling both, though? Roll 2 dice. Shit. Oh! Snake eyes! Never thought I'd be happy to see you. Right. Okay, so I got lucky. What's that mean? You retreat in time to avoid the cables and showers of sparks. Obviously, this hatch does not offer a way through. So you turn your attention to the other maintenance hatch. What the hell with what I thought? I guess I'm not paying attention as much as I should. Go me. This hatch opens easily to reveal a long, dark access tunnel, crammed with conduits and aluminium latticework cutting through the ship. You climb into it and work your way slowly forwards, coming eventually to another maintenance hatch, through which you can hear a muffled, gurgling voice. The tunnel leads on into the darkness. Will you open the hatch, or continue down the tunnel? I'm gonna be stupid, and I'm gonna open the hatch. The hatch leads into a small lockup occupied by a faceless humanoid robot, armed with an assault blaster and guarding 2 cells. The gurgling voice you heard is emanating from the first of these. The robot does not seem to have noticed your intrusion. Will you ignore the room and continue up the tunnel, or attempt to destroy the robot? Alternatively, you could attract the robot's attention and try to engage it in a conversation concerning what it is guarding. Talk to the bloody thing? Alright, I'm gonna try and talk to the faceless robot with the gun. I say, you say, to attract its attention. Before you can finish, however, the robot spins, aims, and fires. The blast smashes into the tunnel behind you and showers the area with molten metal. You will have to fight it. Okay, Guard Robot it's called, and it has 7 skill. Okay. Its attack is 7. Its stamina is only 6. Now, I think I can do 2 damage each time. I'm going to quickly go to the attack bit and reacquaint myself. Okay, roll 2 dice. If the result is greater than or equal to your skill, you have missed. If the result is less than your skill, you have hit your opponent and inflicted damage on it. Deduct as much damage as the weapon you are using causes. It causes 2. Yes, 2. Sodja. So damage is 2. Right. Okay, so it's my turn first. 6. That's good. That's less. Okay. What does he get? Oh, this is different from other books. In this one, like in the other one, it had to be whoever got the greater roll got an attack in. Okay? That's why I was taking my time reading this, because it wasn't making sense like it used to. And that's because it doesn't work the same way. In the other books, whoever got the greater score via dice roll did the attack, and the other one didn't. Here, it doesn't work like that. I've succeeded in this instance, so I shoot him regardless before his turn. Okay. And that's for 2, so now he's on 4 before he's even made a move. This is very different, isn't it? Very different. So, he's now on 4. Okay. Okay. Then, when it is his turn, if your opponent is still alive, then your fire will be returned. Roll 2 dice. If the result is greater than or equal to your opponent's skill, your opponent has missed. So, we need them to roll a 7 or higher. So I want them to get a high number for a change. Bollocks. Right. So, result less than your opponent's skill. Your opponent has hit you. Now we have to do the armor thing. Roll 2 dice. If the result is equal to or less than your current armor score, then your opponent's shot has not penetrated your armor, and therefore done fuck all except lower it. Okay. The result is equal or less. So it needs to be 11 or less. Come on. Well, there you are. So that's now a 10, but he didn't hurt me. There are so many factors to take into consideration with this. Right. Oh. Accidentally made a little mistake with my settings. So that's 10. And now we roll again for my bloody gunshot. Which... you have to bear with me a bit on this first battle. Right, we want a less than 11. 8. Great. Okay, so I hit him, meaning he's lost 2 again. I am trying my best to hold all of these bloody pages so I don't lose my place. Which is fun. Right, he's on 2, so he's got 1 more hit and then he's deaderized, basically. Okay. Right. Okay. Greater than or equal. I'm making sure I don't slip up. Is basically what I'm doing. Okay. Result is greater. So they got 7, 8. What happens if they get higher again? Result is greater than or equal in your opponent's skill. Your opponent has missed. Oh wow! So they missed. Phew. So I don't have to worry about armor either. That's good. Right, it's my turn again. It's going rather well. Okay. So I have 6, 7, 8. That's lower than that. He's dead. I killed him. I killed our first thing. And all that happened was my initial armor went down by 2. Absolutely fine. I'm as shocked as you are. I'm doing my best to follow these rules. If you're a big fan of this book and you think I've ballsed up at any point, give me a break. My first time going for this, okay? But if you are a big fan, like Zobster, let me know what you think. Am I making some stupid decisions? Am I missing out on stuff? Undoubtedly so, but I don't know where to go. So here we are. If you defeat the robot, turn to 264. The robot terminates. If you don't already possess one, you may add the machine's assault blaster to your weaponry. Tits! I've got an assault thingy! Okay? Just let me add that. Alright. Weapons don't count for items. So brilliant. What's it called? Assault blaster. I'm too excited. I got a bigger gun, and I didn't pay for it. Son of a bitch. A blaster. Fuck it. It's very hard writing on this. Blah. Stir. See, that's why I did that T like that. It's all science and meaning. You climb into the room, the only sounds now being the crackle of small circuits popping in the robot's chest and the odd stifled cough from the first cell. Which cell will you look in first? The one with sounds emanating from it? Or the silent one? Well, I guess I'll go to the one that's making the noise. Makes sense to me. The cell is occupied by a battered old man, with scars covering his arms and bandages, and stitches the rest. He starts apprehensively when you open the cell door, but upon seeing the smoking remains of the robot through the narrow entrance, he brightens remarkably, telling you of his kidnap and torture by Cyrus, and giving you words of encouragement. He doesn't yield much useful information, though. But he knows a little about the pilot of the Van der Vecken. He's a canny machine, that pilot, the old fellow cackles. Worries about the strangest things. Mind, if he asks you anything about thinking or feeling, say you dunno. That's the safest course. If you haven't already, you can look in the other cell. Otherwise, you leave the room via the maintenance hatch and tunnel. Bugger it, we'll just move on. A few meters down the tunnel, you find another small hatch. Listening, you can hear nothing. The hatch just feels rather warm. You may continue along the access tunnel, or open the hatch. Feels rather warm. That makes me think it's like, I don't know, an engine room, or a fucking pool of lava, because fuck you, Tom. I'm gonna give it a miss. The tunnel twists and turns through the ship's interior for a considerable distance. Eventually, you arrive at a junction with similar passages disappearing into the darkness to the left and right. To the front, the tunnel ends in a small doorway which is marked, "Warning, extreme danger. Enter only with authority. You may go left, right, or through the door." Shit. Left, right, or through the door that says don't go through the door. You know what? The last dumb thing I did, I feel, was the robot. Which turned out okay. But that does not mean it's going to happen again now, does it? So it's left or right. Would say good adventurers go left. But you could also say they go right. Ah. You know what? 1 to 3 left. 4, 6 right. What's that? 6. I'm going right. I'm going right. Right. Okay. Oh, turn right. The right-hand tunnel is cluttered but straight, ending after a short distance in a small airtight hatch. Will you open this hatch or return to the junction and continue down the left-hand tunnel? Open the hatch? The hatch gives way easily, opening into an octagonal room, word, full of electronic circuitry in large banks running from floor to ceiling. There is a little room left among all the paraphernalia for you to squeeze in, but somehow you manage. Not that I could say the fucking word. The room is a dead end, with no secrets to give away. Your only discovery is some graffiti next to the hatch. I hate Cyrus. Perhaps there is some dissatisfaction among the crew. Pondering this, you leave the room and head back to the junction and down the left-hand passage. Well, I didn't learn a lot there, did I? Except maybe that the crew hate him. Wonder if that will actually come in handy at some point. The left-hand passage is long, wide, and straight. A veritable highway in comparison to the tunnels you have traversed so far. It eventually ends in a couple of small hatches. One hatch blocks the tunnel, while the other is set into the wall and on one side. Which will you open? The hatch in front, or the hatch to the side? I don't know. It's bloody 50-50 luck crap. In front, the hatch gives way into a circular airlock with 2 doorways. One is labelled Escape Pod, and the other is a security door. If you have picked up a cylindrical security key from an earlier encounter, you may proceed through the security door. Otherwise, you will have to go back to the tunnel and go through the other hatch. Well, it's nice to know that there's an escape pod. What's not nice to know is I'll never remember how to get to the fucking thing. Through the hatch is a tiny dark room cluttered with books, small electronic devices, a bunk, and other furniture. A man in white overalls, an electronic meter strapped to his waist, is slumped on the bunk with his face buried in his hands. He has not noticed you, nor is he making any noise. A security door in the opposite wall is the only exit from the room. Will you attack him, threaten him to gain some information, talk to him, and try to befriend him? Shit. Was that sign back there? I hate Cyrus. Could this guy be the one that wrote it? Talk to him and try to befriend him. Okay. Ahem, you say, clearing your throat while nonchalantly leaning against the bulkhead. The man sits upright with a violent start and stares at you. He looks very upset. You explain to him your peaceful intentions, and after a few minutes, he loosens up and begins to talk to you freely, explaining that he is the technician responsible for maintaining the robots on board. Well, he's bloody good at his job, isn't he? His hatred for Cyrus is manifest. When you inquire as to why he dislikes Cyrus so much, especially as he works for him, he explains that they have been having problems with the command robot on the bridge. Evidently, this robot, a new experimental type, has developed a conscious personality and resents taking orders from Cyrus, whom he, the robot, considers to be insane. Cyrus blames the technician for these problems and has ordered him to shut the command robot down. But the technician is especially unhappy about this, as he considers it would be murder. The machine is alive, he explains. You only have to talk to him to see that. He knows he exists. Finally, after this informative chat, the technician shows you how to open the security doors on the ship with an electronic key, which he gives you. Safe! Bloody glad I talked to him, rather than attack him. That would have been dumb. Anyway, you leave through the other door. The door opens onto a long, well-lit corridor, stretching into the distance. Following it for a few minutes, you come across a door set in the left-hand wall. Will you open this door, or continue down the corridor? Fuck, these fucking 50-50 options I suck at. Open the door? The door slides open, and, to your consternation, you find yourself confronted by no less than half a dozen robots of various designs and functions. Several are armed. The room they are standing in is full of tools, hoists, and computer-driven workbenches. Several dismantled androids and cyborgs are scattered about in odd places. The robots facing you are quite impassive, but then machines aren't very expressive at the best of times. Will you fight them? Try to talk to them? Assume they are inoperative and enter the room. Is there an option to fuck off? I like the fuck off option. I don't want to fight them unless I have to, so I'm not going to pick that option. Trying to talk to him has not worked in my favour in the past. Then again, I did talk to the technician. But then again, that worked in my favour, which makes me think that was the once off. Oh, I could overthink everything. Assume they are inoperative. Gonna go with that one. Might bite me in the ass, but we're gonna go with it. The robots do not respond in any way to your intrusion into the room. They are obviously not working. Thank fuck. The room is obviously a facility for repairing and maintaining robots. There are hoists in the ceiling, industrial cutting lasers and welders by the benches, and other devices for attending to electronic problems. There is nothing of much interest other than the head of an android, which you find in a scrap bucket. This head insists on continuously smiling and offering you a wide range of exotic off-world cocktails. You may take this simpering device with you, but its size will cut down the number of additional items you may carry to 2. Leaving the room, you continue down the long corridor. Do we take the head with us? Might be a bit dangerous having a constantly talking head, and it leaves us with 2 spaces. I think it might be funny to take it with us though, so bollocks. We'll just put robot head. Look at my epic writing. Robot hair alamana. Fuck. Looks like Robot Ned. His name is Ned, because fuck it, why not? The corridor continues onwards, eventually leading you to another door on the left. Will you open the door, or press on down the corridor? Fucking hell. At this rate, I would have gone through every door. But bugger it! Through the door is a room with row after row of pressure suits, suspended from bright chromium rails. As you step across the threshold, a black disc the size of a plate cuts from behind one of the rows and flies at you with tremendous speed. You duck at the last moment, but the razor-sharp edge of the homicidal device slashes one of your helmet antennae off. It banks sharply and comes back for another pass, aiming directly for your throat. You fire at it. Okay, we're battling a razor disc. Yeah, it's called the razor disc. The good thing is, its stamina is 1, meaning 1 hit and I've killed it. So that's great. Unfortunately, its skill is on the high side. Not as high as mine. That never happens. So, okay. I now have an assault blaster. I've just checked out how that works, because the electric lash does 2 points of damage no matter what. The assault blaster has the potential to do 1 to 6. Basically, whatever I roll, it will be. So, I would put the book down there for you to see, but I'm trying to hold so many pages right now. Rules, where I am, fucking gun thing because it's new, so I can't put it down because I'm holding too many things. Right, so I gotta get less than 11. Less than 11, and I've just killed him. He's dead! Oh, that was an epic battle. Yeah. Yeah, it was. I'm just gonna go over here and yeah. God, I'm good. If you destroy it, turn to 195. That was a lot of nothing for a lot of nothing, wasn't it? Good thing I got the assault rifle. One good hit smashes the disc into tiny fragments. No shit. Which bounce harmlessly off your armor. You inspect the room. The pressure suits are not terribly useful to you, as you already have one. But at the end of one rack, you find something that you immediately recognize as being battle armor, constructed of a light, fibrous polymer that is extremely resistant to all forms of attack. If you wish to wear it, turn to 231. Otherwise, you lay it aside, leave via the door entered by, and continue up the corridor. Why would I not want to wear it? It's one of them tricky situations, isn't it? I fought a thing to get this. I think I'm gonna try it on. You swap your old suit of armor for this new one. Raise your armor points to 14. Sweet. However, as this new suit is bulkier than your own, you will have to decrease your skill point. Ah, shit. By 1. That I don't like. Just doing that makes me feel bad. Okay, let me refix that one. So you're now 14. You, who I really didn't want to change. For a fucking 10. I'm not too happy about that. The corridor leads on for a great distance before making a sharp turn. Following it, you stumble immediately after the turn into a circular chamber filled by 8 Portabot pillboxes. These little devices stand about 1/3 of a meter high, are armoured, armed, and convenient to carry about in packs of 4 to defend areas where more cowardly sorts would refuse to venture. As you leap back into the cover of the corridor, they pursue you with a withering fire. You will have to fight them. If you have any grenades, you may throw a couple into the room. A gravity bomb, if you had one, will ensure a knockout on all devices. Shit. So a gravity bomb would have killed every single one for me. I'm going to have to quickly check out grenade, because I've been saving this one, but now there's 8. Look. 8 of the bastards. I'm going to try and blow them up a bit. Okay, so these Portabots each have a skill of 7. But their stamina's only 2, so there is the potential to kill every single one of these buggers with a grenade. So here's the grenade rules. An area effect weapon, which will cause varying amounts of damage on all your opponents in the blast area. The amount of damage is determined by rolling 1 dice for each target. That's why I've written them down like that. Deducting the results from the target's stamina. Grenades can be used only when the book specifies it as possible. And it did. Right. So, let's see how many I take out of the 8. Double check I've done the right amount. 1, 6, 7, 8, yeah. Okay, so, number 1. 3. So that one is dead. And I'll just wipe him out with the undo button. Haha, I've undone a... What the fuck are they called? Portabot. Sounds like a robotic toilet to me, but whatever. Okay. Don't need you, do I, silly git? And you... Dead. Number 1, dead. Never went, but just... Okay, that's great. Another one. Dead. I am so glad I bought a grenade. Even if it was just a one, it was well worth it. Whew. Right. Okay. Whoa! Doesn't count. It's got to be in the pot for some reason. In the pot, Tom! 5. Keep reaching for the other dice. Revved up and ready to go. That's what it is. 1! 1 lives. Okay, so we won't do that one. We know there's one that lives. We'll fix that in a minute. Actually, we'll fix it now or I'll make a mistake. So... you are a 1. 1 lives, no matter what. And I can't do the undo button now. Didn't think that through, did I? Stupid git. Stupid git. Right, 2 more times. Dead. And just to check. Dead. I got 1 robot. Oh, I killed all but 1. I killed all but 1. Okay. Which means what? Does the grenade take up the entirety of my turn? Give me a second to check. Oh, this is handy. After throwing a grenade, if any of your opponents are still alive, fucking 1, you engage them in gunfire. So I still have the chance to kill him on the first turn, technically. I have to roll less than a 10. And now I'm having a brain fart on 1 dice or 2 dice. Give me a second. Yeah, it's both dice. It's both dice. Sorry, I'm being silly. So many dice rolls. Right, has to be less than a 10. So 9 is the acceptable one. 7, 8, 9 on the dot. But that means that him and all his poxy friends are dead. Killed him. Killed all the toilet robots. The room along with the pillboxes has been demolished. The only recognisable details left are the 2 exit doors. One is a standard security door, while the other has 2 short black levers protruding from it. Both are a bit pockmarked, but still serviceable. Will you take the standard door, or the door with the levers? Shit. A normal door or a door with levers? I've never encountered a door with levers. Let's try the one with the levers. This door has 2 short, black levers protruding from it, but is otherwise indistinguishable from any other door on the Van der Wecken. The door fails to open when you use the electronic cylinder key, so you resort to pulling the levers. Will you pull the left lever? Or the right? Or both? I haven't got a clue in hell. Left, right, or both? Both. Here's a very weird thing. So, right, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to try and zoom in on it. It says, will you pull the left lever, turn to 10, the right lever, turn to 23, or both, turn to 156. So, when I turn to 156, it says turn to 166. Why would you tell me to go one way and then tell me to go to another? Genuinely, write in the comments why you think it did that, because that baffles me. Turn to 166. Why didn't you just tell me that the first time? I don't know. Here we are. Without warning, the floor slides away and sends you plummeting down a narrow chute. The floor, now above, moves back into place, plunging you into darkness. The slide continues for a few minutes until the darkness gives way, and you find yourself apparently ejected over an alien planet. Strange, though. It looks very close, and rather donut-shaped. Not a planetary formation you have been aware could exist, you plummet down towards it, absorbing breathtaking views of wide alien vistas, panoramas, and rolling purple hills. Just before you hit the ground at something like 260 kilometers per hour, you mysteriously decelerate to land lightly. You no longer seem to be in the starship, but on another planet. From now on, compass points will be used for directional reference. Compass points? Where the fuck am I now? So I'm on a planet that's a donut. Homer Simpson would love it here. You are on a grass-covered plain, which rolls on into the north. To the west and south, you can see a blue-green forest, while to the east, some low, rocky hills rise out of the grass. Will you go north, west, east, or south? East. Always to the east.
After heading east for a rather stupid amount of time, I ended up coming across a river that seemed too dangerous to cross, so then I headed north for another dozen turns until that too became blocked. I spent so much time being lost and achieving sod all that I thought it would be pointless to keep in the video, so here I am sparing you from all of that shit by summing it up in one short paragraph. You're welcome.
You are in a choked and stifling forest. Huge creepers hang from the monstrous trees, and the ground is covered in ferns, bushes, and other thick undergrowth. You fight your way through it with some difficulty. Roll 1 dice. If the result is even, turn to 65. If the result is odd, turn to 173. Right, okay then. If that's what you want. 6. It's even. Okay? 65, is it? Yeah, turn to 65 if the result... No. Roll 1 die. If the result is even, turn to 65. Yes. A large vine drifts out of a tree behind you and tangles your legs. When you stop to extricate yourself, another creeper slides over and wraps itself tightly around your neck. Other vines follow, aiming unerringly for your throat and gripping with vice-like intensity and strength. You are in danger of being choked. Each round that you fight the vines, you will lose 2 points of stamina from being choked. You fire at them. So this is a very different kind of battle. See if I can zoom in there. Strangling vines. Their skill. The skill is a 0. Their stamina is a fucking 12. Every turn, no matter what, I lose 2 health. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got 20. So I got 10 turns. 10 turns to kill these buggers. Luckily, we have that assault rifle, which can do 1 to 6. So, I have to roll 9 or less. Excellent. Okay, sorry, I was just double checking how the assault rifle works, because I got all confuzzled. Right, so I get to do an attack, and by rolling 1 dice, we see what that attack is. 4. Okay. Okay. So it's got 4 taken off of it. Which gives it 9. No. Sorry, it gives it 8. That was stupid of me, wasn't it? At least I realised I did a dumb. It could have been worse. Right. I lose 2, though. Okay. So we are now... I can't believe this is happening against fucking vines. 18. Okay. So to do that again, I have to roll 9 or less. Got a 9. Well, we got less than that, so we're fine. 1 dice now. My attack is 6. On the dot. On the nose. Fuck you, you viney bastard. It's all going rather well, isn't it? It's all going rather well. Okay, 6. 6. Brilliant looking 6. No. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention anymore, you idiot, Tom! It had 8. I've taken away 6. It's got 2. Pay the fucking attention. But I have also lost 2 because a turn was taken. 18, 17, 16. Shit. Now another turn. Do I get the hit? Oh! I don't get a hit in because it's 10, which is equal to my skill, which means I don't get a hit, which means I don't attack them, but I do lose 2, which means I'm down to 14. Fuck. I'm dying to some bloody vines. Come on, Tom. 9 or less. That'll do. Now, what is my damage? If it's a 1, I'm going to scream. Oh, fucking shit, cunt! They're still alive. I could have taken them out now. Let's say another turn. And I'm now at 12. Arse bananas. Okay. Well, now, all I have to do is make sure I definitely get the hit, and then they're dead. 6, 7. It's less than 10. My hit can be only like it doesn't even matter if I roll the dice. So look, I roll it. It's 1 on the dot because fuck you. They're dead. They are dead. Does that count as taking a turn? Don't think so because it was the finishing move. I don't think that'd count. No. No, I don't think so. If you defeat them, which I did, but it bloody hurt, 173. Will you go north? Son of a bitch, west, south, or east? East! You're in a wide open field surrounded by bloody forest. North, east, west, south, east. Fuck it, we're going east. You're in a forest of very tall, bluish trees, all covered by extremely long thorns. There is some undergrowth in the form of shrubs and flowering bushes. As you pass by a particularly large shrub, it sends out a creeper which entwines itself around your legs. Test your luck. If you are lucky, turn to 8. If you are unlucky, I've got to fight the bastard. Okay, need to see if I am lucky. Okay, on occasion when it says test your luck, the result is equal to roll 2 dice. If the result is equal to or less than your current luck, you are lucky. My current luck is 9. So I need 9 or less. That's that. I'm lucky. Fucking that makes a bloody change, doesn't it? So you're saying I don't have to fight it. Wicked. Having escaped the plant, will you devote some time to having a closer look through this forest? Or just attempt to find your way out of it by heading north, west, south, or east? Fucking east. You're on a grass-covered plain which rolls into the south and the east, and the north low rocky bullshit. Will you go north or east? I gotta go to the motherfucking east. I can't have gone in a circle because I'm going in one fucking direction. You're on the west side of a vast, impassable chasm which runs to the north and south. In the bottom of this chasm is a river. The plains you're in extends north, south, and west. To the east, you can see the other side of the chasm. Will you go north, south, or west? Because east is a no now. Fuck you then, go north. You're on a grass-covered plain which rolls to the south, east, and north. In the west, some low rocky hills will be seen. Will you go north, east? I'm just going... I wish I got into that fight with that plant and it killed me, really, because this is starting to piss me off. So I've been going round for a while now. Been trapped. Basically, the book's got me caught in a loop because I kept doing east and north, and somehow, while impossible, that has sent me in what appears to be circles. So I decided to go fucking west because whatever. So I went west once, and after a short distance, you come upon a fast-flowing river which cuts across your path. Will you attempt to swim it? And you know what? I'm going to swim it, and I hope I drown because fucking hell, this is starting to piss me off. Turn to 7. That's poorly laid out. I've really enjoyed this book up to the point where I landed on this bastard planet. Roll 3 dice. Oh, son of a bitch. Roll 3 dice. If the result exceeds your stamina, turn to 45. Otherwise you've made it safely across. My stamina is really bad right now. I can heal whenever I like. I've just remembered that. I can use Energizer tablets. So, you know what I'm going to do? I tell you what I'm going to do, because that area fucked me up. I just remembered I can heal whenever I like. We're going to say we use 2. They deal 5 each time, which whacks me right back up to 20. Is it cheating? Nope. Doing what the book says I can, and anything to get me out of this fucking planet bit. Right. Double check. If the result exceeds your stamina, I'm in the shit. So I have to roll 20 or less. Why am I even considering this? The dice doesn't go to 20. You stupid cunt. In fact, I just realised my health was 12. Oh no, it's 3 dice. I was just thinking to myself, roll 2 dice, I can only go 12. Right, okay, so there we are. 5. Fucking 11. I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine! Fucking fine. You're on a grass-covered plain which rolls to the southeast and north. Am I doing something stupid? I am just gonna go west. Will you go north, east, south or west? I'll just go west then. You don't like east, you don't like north. How is this so bollocks? I was really enjoying this book up to this. You were in the midst of a low rocky hill stretching for kilometres on all sides. With a closer look around the environments, blah blah blah, fucking blah blah blah, west. You're on a grass-covered plain which continues into the east and west. I'm not making this shit up. North of the forest and south where you go, north to west. West. I can't believe this bit, honestly. You're on a grass-covered plain which extends to the southwest and east, whilst the north develops into a scrubby and broken badlands where you go northwest, west. Every chance I can now. Because I just feel like this is like a game that needs a fucking patch. 159, I think it were. You're on a grass-covered plain which extends to the north, east and west, and you come... This picture looks fucking inviting. You're on a grass-covered plain which extends to the north, east and west. To the south is a forest. As you trek across the plain, you see a shadow gliding over the grass towards you. Looking up, you see a massive winged fucking scorpion diving at you with its sting lowered. There is nowhere to run or hide. You will have to fight it. Good. I want to kill something after all this shit. Its skill is 8. Stamina is 6. Right. Okay. Right, that's less than 9. So now 1 to see how much I hurt it by. 2. You fucking bastard. That could have been so much better, but it wasn't. Was it? Okay. And now to get over here, the Hanzo Hasashi bastard. He has a crack at me. So that's fun. But he has to get 7 or less to get moving. Which he does not. So he misses. And I'm just going to double check that. Right, yeah, he missed. So it's my turn again. 9 or less. Oh shit, it's a 10, meaning I don't do squat. And he does squat. It's my turn again. 4, right, okay, it's my turn. Come on, give me a 4. Fucking 1, you son of a bitch. 1. Absolutely unbelievable how this book is going. All of a sudden. Terrible looking 3 there. His turn. He's not getting any hits in, so that's fucking great. Makes me want to double check how it works for battle again, because I just don't trust the luck on this. The skill is greater than or equal your opponent's skill. Well, that was 10. That's more than that. Okay, right. Okay, do I get 9 or less? Right, okay. 3 or above. Come on. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Can you believe they put a man on the moon? 2. You bastard. I'm getting all confuzzled now because I've been doing this for so long. Did him for 2. It's his turn. Oh! 6, 7. He gets his first attack. What would his attack be? It would just be 2, wouldn't it? But then I can do the armor thing. Yes? Yes. God, it gets confusing. If the result is equal to or less than your current score, then your opponent's shot has not penetrated. My current score is 14. You know, it's impossible to go over 14 with 2 dice. Which is odd. But whatever. It means he doesn't hit me, but it goes down a point every time, doesn't it? That's how that's doable. Wow, that confused the shit out of me for a minute then. Thinking, how is it possible to be invincible? It's not. It goes down. Basically means I'm invincible for a little bit. I've got a star. Where the fuck are we now? It's my turn. Jesus. Right, okay. Hit. If you get a 1, you fucking dice. 2. He's fucking dead! He's fucking dead! Killed the cunt. To the winged scorpion bastard. 397. Will you go north? Or west? Or south? Or east? Here we go again. You're on a grass-covered plain which extends into the west, south and east. In the north you can see some low hills. A short distance away is the centre of a plain. You will see what might be a wooden structure rising out of the grass. If you want to investigate it, yes, because it's something different. The structure, as you approach it, turns out to be a short pier extending out into a rapidly flowing river. Moored to the pier are several sturdy-looking canoes. You may take a canoe and paddle down the river westwards, or ignore them and walk north, or any of them other bastard directions you're fed up with. I'm getting in a bloody canoe! The boat handles well, and is obviously very tough. You follow the river westwards, hardly having to paddle, except to steer, because of the strong current. Eventually the river describes a wide arc to the south, and the sounds of approaching rapids become apparent. The current quickens. If you decide to beach the craft, you can land on either the west or the east bank. Alternatively, you can shoot the rapids. I am not going east. I'm not going west. I'm not going fucking anywhere. Roll on with the waterfall of doom. Rocks appear out of the water, and cliffs rise on both sides. As you hurtle south, ahead, the roar of white water increases. The boat is swept down through a series of water slides, small waterfalls, and jumbled rocks. Roll 2 dice. If the results exceed your skill, you have lost control of your boat and fall out of it. Okay. 2 dice exceeds your skill. Alright. 7, 8, 9. 9, so I'm safe because it was 10. Eventually the rapids end and you are carried down the centre of a gigantic chasm. You are in the middle of a vast, still lake, flanked by towering cliffs. Looking down into the water, you notice a metallic glint from a large, submerged shape. You dive down to investigate and are confronted by a small submarine. Obviously in working order, but currently unoccupied. A tug on your heel distracts you from your find, especially when you turn to see that a house-size octopoid bivalve has a firm grip on your leg with one of its tentacles. It drags you towards its shell. If you have read the book on mollusk nerve systems, turn to 47, otherwise 85. I ain't read no book on nothing! You engage in hand-to-hand combat with a fucking octopus! Okay. The game is just shitting on me now. Its skill is 9 and its stamina is 8. Hand-to-hand combat, I believe, means it's just a 1 every time, meaning I have to hit it 8 fucking times. Combat is simultaneous. Hand-to-hand fighting is a series of clashes in which one combatant will do damage to the other. Roll 2 dice, add your opponent's skill, cross to the roll. The total is your opponent's attack strength. Roll 2 dice again, add your skill score to the roll, your total is your attack strength. Oh. I have to roll for the opponent first? Shit. Okay. If your opponent's attack strength is higher than yours, your opponent's inflicted damage on you. Oh, deduct 2 points from your stamina. If your attack strength is higher than your opponent's, you've inflicted damage on your opponent, deduct 2 points from your opponent's stamina. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. I thought it was 1, but it seems to be 2. Okay, so the opponent goes first for their roll. They need 8 or less then. Add to your opponent's skill score to the roll. Now it's back the way it was in the last book game. Oh, it's so confusing. So whoever gets the higher one wins now. So they... shitting fuck. It's not that. Right, okay. 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 So I lose 2. Me down to a 8. Okay. Their turn again. 5, I'm giving them 14. Me. Why have I taken it off of my skill instead of my stamina? I apologise for that fuck up. That was because I've been doing this for so long. And one way or another, I'll end up having to stop this video at some point. Right, so mine was... I'm all sorts of confused now, 15, 16. So I got 16. What the shit was theirs? Oh, I'm going to have to roll the whole thing again because I don't remember. I apologise, but all that threw me off. We'll ignore that one. There you are. They got 10, 14. I got... more. Simply more. So I hit them for 2. I'm all sorts of confuzzled. Six. Okay. I think I might have to end it after this fight one way or another. Because it's just... this has been going on for so long. Oh my bollocks, they got 19. Safe to say I didn't. So they get that attack in. Brings me down. Oh, I've done it again! Fuck! What's wrong with me? I've definitely been doing this for too long. Recording for well over 2 hours. This has been edited down. You need to remember that. This has been edited down. So. They've got 14. I've got 14, so it doesn't count. Okay. They've got 6, 7, so 16. I got 15. So they get a hit in. Don't know why I rubbed out the 1. 14. Oh. Okay. Okay. 14. Beat 14, Tom. Yeah, you beat 14, so he's now down to 4. Can you believe this chaos? 17. So I got 17. I have 16. Fucking hell spells. Right. I'm trying to math now. 15, 16, 17, 18. I got 18, I think. I got not that. 17. Means I am at 10. Probably can't hear it, but it's starting to storm outside. It's unexpected. Oh, God's sake. I'm at 18. Bloody hell. I could heal. I could. But I don't want to, because it's been going on for so long and I'm so tired. 8. You son of a bitch. Come on! 4. I'm giving him 13. 3. Give me 13. 7. Giving him 16. Give me more. Mathematically. So I twat them in the face. Fucking octopus. I only have to hit them one more time. Come on! Kill the fucking octopus! 8. It's an 8. 17. You can tell I'm getting tired from recording for so long. Oh! Shitting fuck. Fucking bullfuck octopus. We didn't expect this going into outer space. Unless it was fucking me v Cthulhu. 17. 16. Oh my god. Can you believe that I am still fucking here? It's 17. They're getting all the good numbers. I ain't getting shit. Oh god. Right. It's down to this. I could heal. But I'm not going to, because we've been going for so long. And they've gotten every good roll. At least it feels like it. This is the decider. This just decides. Okay. 9. No. Yes, 9. So they've got 9. They got 18. Ladies and gentlemen, I died. I could have healed. I know I could have healed and gained another 10 HP. But you know what? We've been going for a very long time. I am genuinely tired. I don't think anyone would enjoy a part 2 to this book. Well, to be fair, part 2s don't do well on my channel anyway. So, Zobster, I'm sorry that I didn't use a potion and try to continue it. You know what I think did it for me? I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Until I ended up on the planet. It's like, go north, east, west, south. What it really means is, there's one correct route, and otherwise you're going to go in circles forever. I kept going north and east, yet I ended up in circles. I'm going to have to cut out so much from what I read of this. Because of that. I kept going in certain directions, thinking, you know, if I go in a straight line, I'll hit something eventually. And I did, and then it made me have to go a different route, and then I ended up in a circle. Again, I could heal and carry on, but I'm not going to simply because of time. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I am so fucked. I'm so tired. These videos take a lot out of me, and that bit really fucked it for me. Really fucked it for me. But I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed listening, as some people tell me they do. They just want to listen rather than watch these videos. Fair dues. It's all good. I love audiobooks. Maybe you're treating this as an audiobook, since technically I'm reading from a book. Again, thank you. Check out the other videos. I'll see you next time.